What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I decided to take last week off to spend some time with the family just because of how strong I was going through 2022. I was starting to feel a little bit of burnout, but we're back at it today for 2023, starting off strong. And today I got a gem that I just want to show you guys. I'm going to talk about everything we'll be doing to this truck in a little bit, but it's definitely something that you don't see every day. And by every day, I mean a mint. And when I say mint, I mean basically brand new LLY Duramax. Now, this thing is fully loaded and never been touched its whole life. My buddy just picked this up, and I'm telling you, he must have been spending a tremendous amount of time looking for this thing, because I've been hearing him talk about it for years, how he wanted one of these, and could not find one. And of course, with these trucks, they're only getting older by the day, and obviously they're not making them anymore. And this thing really looks like it rolled off the showroom floor. It has less than 50,000 miles on it. I've got to check, but it is hard loaded, leather with a sunroof. And the sunroof option, as a lot of you guys know, on these trucks are basically impossible to find in this condition. This truck is literally brand new. Even down to the rear, it looks like the rear seats in this thing have never been used, even down to the carpet. Look at this. It's crazy. The rockers, the bottom of the doors. When's the last time you seen the bottom of the doors on a Duramax with no rust? My truck is rusting out pretty bad, and that's just how it is up here in the north, where I'm at in Pennsylvania. In the wintertime, if you drive a truck one winter, it will just rust out, and that's just the name of the game up here. So to find a truck that's almost 20 years old at this point, that's been this well taken care of, I don't even think there's a single scratch or dent on this truck. It's literally immaculate. But what we'll be doing to it is, let me pop the hood, is a full service, because, like I said, the truck's almost 20 years old. Obviously, it sat most of its life because of the mileage on it. Get the hood popped here. Come on. Just little stuff like this, just from sitting, we got to address. Like the hood latch probably greases this up a little bit, but all the fluids we're going to go throughout this thing and basically make it brand new again, ready to drive, because it's sat for so long. As you can see here, the brake fluid is basically black. The coolant in this thing, I mean, it's not the worst that I ever seen, but it's definitely not new, and it's 20 years old. So if you can see down in there, it looks kind of like not blackish, but not new. So we're going to do all new coolant, oil change, fuel filter change. We're going to service the transfer case in the rear end on this truck. But even down to the wheels, obviously if you guys have these wheels, you know how much they peel. Every wheel on the truck's basically immaculate, except for this one, you know, it's starting to peel all in there. But I'm literally blown away, like speechless, as this truck is even in my presence. Like the frame on this thing, immaculate. Even down to the rear end that we're going to be servicing, like, blows my mind that this truck is literally this clean. Like, look at that. Not something that you see every day, and I thought I'd make a quick little video just to show you guys this truck, to appreciate that it's never been touched in 20 years. That's owned by a 7-year-old guy. It's a one owner. Even down to the factory exhaust. I'm going to start it up here in a couple minutes. But a lot of the times that when you find a truck like this, especially low mileage, it's hacked up, full of rust. But again, this thing is like just so clean. We'll start it up. It is an LLY. So, start her up. Crazy how clean this thing is. The sunroof on these older trucks is such a flex because no one has one. So when you got one, you definitely got to open it up. It's crazy how high they poke up on these older trucks. The truck just looks sick. My brother just tinted it out too, 5% all the way around. Gonna get it inspected first because he wants to have PA inspection. That's why the shield's not done. But show you guys the exhaust. The old vacuum cleaner. But just blows my mind, this thing that's even in my presence. But gonna go ahead and turn it off. But like I said, I just figured I'd make a quick little video because I'm sure you guys would appreciate something like this. I'm gonna say it a million times, I'm just speechless that this thing is even sitting in front of me, because you go online and these trucks, you know, they're a dime a dozen, or not a dime a dozen, they're impossible to find. You just never see them, even online, and when you do see them, you know, people want stupid money. They want 50, 60 grand for these things. With the mileage, I gotta check the mileage. I believe it's under 50,000. But like I said, next week we're gonna change all the fluids out. One more thing that I'm trying to convince them to upgrade on this truck is the turbo mouthpiece, because a lot of you guys know, if you're into Duramaxes, that the LLYs had a ton of overheating problems just because of how small the mouthpiece is on the LLY. So we're gonna try to upgrade that, convince him into getting an LBZ mouthpiece, and maybe an intake, you know, S&B, something, you know, not too crazy, but and just go from there on it. But like I said, this thing is literally just immaculate how clean this truck is. But like I said, nothing too crazy going on this week. I just want to go over this truck a little bit and show you guys, and hopefully appreciate it like I do, because like I said, it's insane that something like this has made it this long. And a lot of times, even myself, I just see stuff like this on the internet and I'm like, holy cow, like that's so cool. I wish I could see one, and to have one in front of me, I'm literally speechless. So that's basically about it for this video. If you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned till next week when we go over this whole thing. I'm really curious on how the fluids are gonna look coming out of it. I already know they're basically all gonna be junk just because it's all 20 years old, but we'll see what we're actually dealing with next week. So stay tuned. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Stop this conversation.